Hello GearFacts friends, welcome to a retrospective look at something I bought 11 years ago, reviewed and then regretfully sold. I'll ask you to kindly forgive the poor recording quality in this video friends, but I think you'll agree the GP300 really is something quite unusual and special.
Just playing an A chord. Just comes out like the end of the world. That's one I call my synth distortion. This one I call the Riffinator because it seems to make very simple riffs sound quite interesting. Try some cleaner ones here. As you can hear, this is an interesting delay called a 4-tap. 1, 2, 3, 4 delays. All of the same level, which I thought was useless at first, but it's actually quite interesting for arpeggios like this. Okay, I don't know if that was a fantastic example, but it does give us sort of an infinite sense to the notes as they play through the arpeggio. Turn it off. Now, if you want to experiment with anything in the way of psychedelia or noise, you'll have so much to choose from. Some of the effects can just be driven to such incredible extremes that they barely even sound like music, but they do sound like beautifully intentioned noise, if there is such a thing. Slow attack combined with reverse delay. Now this has a couple of different types of flanges and a couple of different types of phases. Now the noise gate on this one works a lot like Zoom's dirty gate. It's a very unforgiving noise gate. Of course you can set attack and release. This particular patch has the noise gate set to the absolute maximum. So if you've got a very percussive style of playing, the noise gate is a lot more than what it would appear to be. It's a really good feature. Okay, now we're getting into the really weird stuff. There are some crazy auto riffs, extremely crazy ring modulation, slow attack, random flanger, which is one I'll show you later on, very, very strange effect. The classic chorus and the stereo chorus can be, again, driven out to some very strange extremes, and I'll show you some of that later on. You can make some really good 8-bit sounds out of that. This employs an interesting version of delay called weak start. The first delayed signal is a little bit soft, the next one's quite strong, and then it fades out. Just another nice beefy crunch tone there. Okay, let's go into the ring modulator. This is based on a timer from maximum to minimum, depending how fast you want to set it and how deep you want to go. There was also a timer wah in that too, which is controlled by my control switch here. So that's as if the wah pedal's just pushing in and out gently. Switch that off and you're left with... So like I said earlier, this is a pedal that can really create some soundscapes for you. And noises like that are so good for your intros and your endings and codas and all sorts of incidental parts of your songs. Okay, here's that random flanger I was telling you about. Control set to add some reverse delay. It keeps interrupting me. Now that's not done with a pitch shifter or a harmonizer, that's just the chorus working on its own. I think those old enough to remember 8-bit computer games will love that. Let's try a bit of delay with that. Cabinets. Just another example of how all these crazy effects often don't do what you'd expect them to do when you push them out to those extreme values. It looks fantastic. I love the dark purple. Various sockets, headphones, external level controller, which I always really value. I really like to have that on multi-effect systems. Makes it so much easier than going into menus and adjusting volumes that way. Nothing too elaborate, nothing too complicated. It's just get in, turn the knobs and play, and that's the way pedals should be. It's made by MUZA, it's the GP300. You'll be lucky if you ever find one.